there's not, the Fix the Country thing started right after the 2020 elections and got a lot of traction. Then it looks like people say you've gone into some form of slumber.
Right.
For some time now. There's not a lot that is happening.
Right.
So it's nice to have you in studio this morning to talk about that there's still that need to fix the country. Yes. How's Fix the Country, by the way?
Oh, we're well. We're doing very well. No retreat, no surrender. Yeah, we're marching on. Nothing is going to stop us. We would keep up with the momentum, of seeking good governance from the government. And for these reasons, for some of these reasons, we get to organize these demonstrations, these protests, right? Yeah.
You have one of them coming up soon.
Yes.
What is the next demonstration or protest about?
Okay, so this very protest. First of all, I want to talk about why we even do this in the first place.
Okay.
We are all Ghanaians. Our realities are, unfortunately, our realities seem to differ.
Yeah.
Right? There are those who seemingly are comfortable and so do not see any reason why they should even go for a protest in the first place. But I believe that the majority of Ghanaians, our message resonates with them, and so they believe in the ideals of Fix the Country, and so they offer themselves to be part of Fix the Country's demonstrations, protests, and all of that. And so, we are all aware of the political climate. We're all aware of what's going on in the country and even beyond the borders of the country. And so, I think that it is a very opportune moment, for us to make our voice heard once again. Okay. And this is not going to be the last of it. It's going to continue. If you like, you can call us career demonstrators. That's fine. We're going to, continue to demand for what is due us until we see some change. We are demanding for change. Okay. And our message is as simple as that.
And let me first start by asking, what are you calling this one?
All right. So this is Occupy Julobi House.
Occupy Julobi House.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Which house is called Julobi House?
Okay. Ordinarily, we all know we know the seat of government is located at where? The Jubilee House, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we thought that using Julobi would capture exactly what we want to, the message we want to tell Ghanaians, right? It captures, it's a representative of everything that is wrong with our democracy, everything that is wrong with our nation as it is right now. Okay. Yeah, so it's Occupy Julobi House. Unfortunately, there's nothing to jubilate about. There's nothing jubilee about Ghana. Okay. Unfortunately, rather what we see is Julo. Thievery.
Okay. Thank you for explaining, because my guy is not that good. I was going to ask you what Julobi means.
Yes.
That you're using to replace our jubilee.
Yeah. Yes.
You said there's nothing to jubilate about.
Really?
There's nothing jubilee about Ghana.
No, unfortunately, there isn't. There's too much corruption. There's too much chaos. Everything is all right, and I do not think that any well-meaning Ghanaian would have no reason at all to. Of course, we all sit in the comfort of our homes to talk about the abysmal, governance that is being churned out, that is being dished out to Ghanaians. We speak to our friends, we speak to our family members. Hey, media, I want to travel. I want to leave this country with my family or whoever. But even if you're living with your family, your nuclear family, what happens to the extended family? Who are you living? What kind of Ghana are you leaving behind for them? And even if you travel 60 years, 50 years time, I'm sure you'd want to come back. What kind of Ghana would you want to come back to meet? And so this is the call that we are making. This is the message that we are sending out to Ghanaians, that please, let's all rise up. This attitude of just speaking, talking about it in your house or typing on social media is not enough. Okay. There's more that we can do. we, apart from talking, we should become doers more than talkers. In fact, I am very tired of people always talking. You tune in the radio and you have talk shops all across the radio stations and all of that. It's time that we actually, take the next step and walk the talk, really. Basically, that's it.
So essentially, what we're proposing to do is to occupy Jubilee House.
Yes. It's ours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who puts the president there? The people. Yes, and of course, if we are petition, it is the president we want to speak to. It is the president we are petitioning, and where else can we find him but the Jubilee House, the Julobi House? Sorry. So that's why we are
But literally says you are occupying it.
Yes, we are occupying it. So the point is, it's a 3-day demonstration and picketing, actually.
Okay.
So we're going to be residing there, really, for practically for the next 3
It
starts on
you won't
Thursday.
be allowed access into the Jubilee House.
Right. So
because you are not American rappers.
we're I know, right? Right. So hopefully we would be occupying the lawns, right? The forecourt.
Okay.
Exactly. Of the Jubilee House. And as far as we are concerned, we've notified
The police.
the police. Okay. Yes. We do not need their permission necessarily. We do not need their consent. What is required of us, that we have done. And so we'd be expecting that they would come and then protect the good people of Ghana for the next 3 days.
But you say you do not need their consent and their permission. But what did they have to say about what you are proposing? Because even going to Tudu, they said it to create disorder. So imagining the proposal that you'll be on the lawns of the Jubilee House, what did they tell you about?
Actually, the posture of the police should be of concern, utmost concern for every Ghanaian, especially when it comes to demonstrations. As far as I am concerned, or as far as we are concerned, they have only one job, to protect the citizens. You can't, take away the right to demonstrate from them. Okay, so when the police now begins to seem to suggest that, no, do it this way, go that way, I mean, it is not your job. Right? All we are seeking is for protection. Okay. All we are seeking is to come and then, do your traffic control duties, whatever. That's what we are calling for. And so, as far as we are concerned, we do not have any problem with the police. We have notified them accordingly, and we are hoping that for the 3 days that we'll be demonstrating or picketing, they would come and do what they're supposed to do. Basically.
Which days are this?
So it starts on Thursday, the 21st of September, which is a holiday.
Okay.
All through to
aside for Dr. Kwame
exactly.
Birthday, okay.
Yeah. All through to Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All through to Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 3-day.
You'll be there every day.
Yes.
From Thursday to Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. And the messages to. What message are you seeking to send?
It's very simple. When you get out of the studio and you ask any Ghanaian, any citizen, about their thoughts or their opinion on the true state of affairs of this country, I'm sure you'd hear a lot. I mean, we're asking for some constitutional reforms. We think that the president has too much power, and our parliament is actually weak. And we're in a place where we have the president having the power to appoint almost every important to appoint heads for almost every important institution in this country. I think that's very problematic, right? It sort of politicizes every institution, and that makes our democracy very weak, right? And so what we are calling for, we are asking that our realities are shared. These are shared realities. What we are asking for, what we are demanding, are shared realities and experiences of every Ghanaian. And so we are not demanding anything outside of what is not real to Ghana. We are aware of how people are traveling in droves out of the country. Why? Because things are hard and all of that. Why are people leaving the country? I'm worried because I do not seem to see any sense of urgency from the government about this particular situation. I haven't heard anything. It should be troubling. It should be worrying because you have about majority of the productive of workforce leaving the country. That should be a matter of concern for any government, for any country's leadership. So these are the things that we are asking for. The reasons for people leaving the country, the reasons why things are bad, the reasons for all the corruption and everything. These are the things that we are demanding. We want to see some real change.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to see some real action.
Real action, really.
Attempting to address some of these challenges.
Exactly. We are tired with the talks. It's enough.
And the beginning is what you're doing from Thursday.
Yes.
To Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. Who can be a part of this?
Everyone, young, old, male, female, everybody. We are calling on all Ghanaians to join us to make their voices heard.
If you just join us, Shafiwu Musah is member Fix the Country. In fact, we are all members of Fix the Country.
Exactly.
When you started, everybody was
exactly. Everybody should be.
But when you go back to when it started to what it is now, does it seem like the fire has died down? That the Ghanaians seem to have forgotten that loud call, fix the country?
All right.
Does it feel like that to you? Like I said, we evolved essentially just moved on and decided that nothing will happen, so everybody just continues life as usual.
You see, I think that it's high time we change our language. This thing about so what have you been able to achieve with this and all of that?
People say that to you?
Oh, really? People do. I mean, people would say, how many demonstrations would we attend or how many demonstrations would we participate in before, we see some real change and all of that. But I think that we really need to change that language and begin to, be more positive, be more optimistic. Let's reimagine a new Ghana, until that change that we are asking for is effected, until we see it. We can't relent. Okay. We owe it to Ghana. We owe it to the future generation. And even the present generation. We can't continue to live like this. We can't continue to live in a country like this, really. And so please, we need to do, I think that the government or the leaders take advantage of this seemingly indifference, on the part of Ghanaians to just retreat or just, seem to be nonchalant about what goes on in the country. Let's put them on their toes. More fire. I don't think that the fire has ever gone down. No, I don't think so. Of course, we can't have demonstrations every other day. Okay. Right. So the fact that demonstrations are not happening every day doesn't mean that the fire. We go back to the drawing board, re-strategize, do what we have to do, and then we come back for some more demonstrations. And for us, the goal is to ensure or to see to it that indeed there is some real change going on in the country. And so demonstrations are not going to die out anytime soon. It would continue. It would persist for as long as we live in this country.
Do you agree with those who also suggest that perhaps demonstration works like this kind of talk seem to have moved to governments in the past? There are some governments where when you demonstrate once, they sit up. But this government seems unperturbed no matter what you do. You can push it. You can say whatever you want. You can demonstrate. If they like, sometimes they will even brutalize you in addition.
Right.
Is the government also a part of the problem that at least you don't see any responsiveness at all, no matter what you do?
Of course. And I think that I agree with you, and I think it's very deliberate, right? And like I said initially, okay, the leverage on that attitude of Ghanaians of easily giving up on, these kinds of things, right?
Saying they know that.
They know very well that, okay, they'll be tired. I mean, you just give them time, and and that is why we are adding more days to, the demonstrations. Usually it's just for a day, and then everybody goes home to sleep. or I think recently there was a 2-day demonstration or so by is that Arise Ghana? One of
Arise Ghana.
Yes. This time we are saying that we are adding another more day. So and we are going to deploy any strategy, right? This country belongs to all of us. It doesn't belong to just a minority few. It belongs to all of us. And so we have given you the power. And so we are demanding that whatever mandate we have given to you, you execute that mandate. And so whatever it takes, if it will take a week, 2 weeks for us to demand some change, then we're going to do that. Really. Unfortunately, usually they would say that why don't you go to the polls to make your voices heard? No. I'm sorry, we can't wait for every 4 years to go to the polls. And we all know what elections look like in this country. In the last election, we know the casualties. We know about the deaths and all of that. Even that, what has happened. And so if we have to wait every 4 years for our voices to be heard, for us to make our point, I'm sorry, this country will go to ruins. And I don't think that's the best way to deal with this situation. Demonstrations every now and then is a way to put the government on their toes. That the people are watching. The people are, we are serious about the power that we have given to you, and we are demanding some responsibility and accountability from you guys.
So to you, constant citizen action. We must always be proactive, responding to everything the government does, and telling them how we feel.
We can never be tired. We should not. We should not. We should not.
I feel we get too easily tired.
Oh, no.
We give up too easily.
Exactly. Unfortunately. But I believe that we are getting there. One demonstration after the other. Gradually, the message, I believe that the message is going down, and people are beginning to, become more conscious, about who they are. In fact, the president himself invited us to become citizens and not spectators, right? Okay. So I believe that spectators would wait for every 4 years before they make their voices heard. But citizens are watchful and they speak when they have to speak. They do not wait for 4 years before they show their citizenship.
For those who want to be part of this demonstration, on the day in question, starting 21st September, where do they go to? Do they go directly to the Jubilee House, or where do you start? Do you have a starting point?
Yes, we would do a very short trip from 37 to the Jubilee House. So everybody can come to 37.
37 Malaysia.
Yes, 37. And then we'll do that, we'll just trek. It's just a short distance, so we'll just trek to the Jubilee House.
You're confident the police will not be there to intentionally beat them up?
No. No, we don't. In fact, Fix the Country demonstrations, I think that we have a record of, having very violent-free demonstrations over the years. And so we are confident that this won't be the first. Yes.
Shafiwu, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I should have you some more. We should spend some more together in studio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
have a good day.
Shafiwu Musah is member Fix the Country, joining us in studio to talk about Occupy. They don't call it Jubilee, they call it Jubilee House. Starts from, like I said, I don't speak Ga. It starts from 21st September. It will end on Saturday, 23rd September. 3 days. Occupy Jubilee House. So, like I say, every one of you keeps sending me messages telling me how things are hard in Ghana. Every day I have to read message. Do you know how much it costs to buy kinkin nowadays? We talk Ghana no dey hear. What would you do about it? That's the question. How far are you ready to go? You are ready to go as far as the Kotoka International Airport, get into a plane and leave this country. Is that your response? Anyway.